Hello, and welcome to CGRB Conservative Gospel Radio Broadcast. Today I want to talk with you on a serious note. Mark Levin, a conservative talk show host, has made the request that the next Democrat president be impeached by the Republican House of Congress. And I agree with this because something has to be done to take back the country. One thing that is at stake is the Electoral College that has worked since the founders wrote the Constitution, and the Democrat Party has abandoned the Constitution. They have abandoned the Electoral College because the Electoral College says that Donald Trump is our president. Over 63 million people voted Donald Trump into office. He is our legitimate president. But they say that the Electoral College don't count, and they say the Constitution don't count. So they have abandoned the Constitution, and they have abandoned the Electoral College. So it's up to the Republican Party to get back, to put the government back into the hand of the Constitution, and the Electoral College back into the hands of those who honor and protect the Constitution. And if the Democrats cannot honor and protect the Constitution and the Electoral College, then they have no business being in office. They have no business being president, because then the United States falls under a dictatorship. So it's up to the Republicans to do this. And I know it's a hard, bitter pill to swallow, and it's a hard thing to do, but it's got to be done if we're to take back our country. Because if they're allowed to get our president out of office through some false impeachment claim, then anybody would be able to do that for any president. And the Electoral College doesn't mean anything, and our freedom and all is at stake. We have got to, as a republic, we've got to make a stand. And that, to me, is the best way to send a message to this Democratic Party. Now, it may not be this Democratic Party when that day comes, but there will be a day that is coming that the Republicans will have to give way to a Democrat president, and if that happens, and when that does happen, then we have got to impeach that president, just like they're trying to impeach our president. Because if we just let it ride like it's going, then they'll just walk all over us. This is Stephen Smith with CGRB, and I believe that God has put President Donald Trump into office, and I know God puts men in office and he takes them out of office. And I hope and pray that God gives us at least 4 more years with our president that we have now, and hopefully in the year after that, then we can elect another Republican, but if not, that'll be the time when the Republican Party needs to step up and do what has to be done to protect our Constitution and our Electoral College, because that's what's at stake. I mean, look at what Nancy Pelosi and Adam Schiff and all of them are doing now. They're making a mockery out of us, the American citizens who have voted Trump into office. They're saying our votes don't count, that Hillary was the rightful party that should have been elected because she got the popular votes. Well, the electoral votes does away with the popular votes, because with the popular votes, if you went by that, anybody could just buy their way into the White House, buy the president's seat. But with the Electoral College, you can't do that, because the Electoral College is set up where you can't use money and buy and pay somebody to get you elected into office. It has to be done through an Electoral College process. And I want to talk with you later about this, more about this, but right now this is Steve Smith. Today's date is 12 13 2019. God bless you.